Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Venus and Adonis, and today we're going to take a look at stanzas 157 to 160, which means we're getting close to the end, but we've still got a little ways to go here. And what's going on? So after the little fling that they had in the woods, he goes hunting, and she goes to try to find him, but she can't because it's dark. So then and then the morning comes, and then she hears the dogs barking, and she can tell that they've cornered some big animal. So she goes to find out what's going on, and she can't find Adonis anywhere. She starts asking the dogs where Adonis is, and of course they're dogs, they can't answer, but a lot of them are injured, and she also saw a boar with blood all over its face, so she's thinking the worst. And in the last of yesterday's stanzas, she starts railing at the personification of death, saying like, how could you do this? And stanza 157 picks up with her still yelling at death, saying, if he be dead, no, it cannot be. Seeing his beauty, thou shouldst strike at it? Oh, yes, it may. Thou hast no eyes to see, but hatefully at random dost thou hit. Thy mark is feeble age, but thy false dart mistakes that aim and cleaves an infant's heart. Hadst thou but bid beware, then he had spoke, and hearing him thy power had lost his power. The destinies will curse thee for this stroke. They bid thee crop a weed, thou pluck'st a flower. Love's golden arrow at him should have fled, and not death's ebon dart to strike dead. Dost thou drink tears, that thou provokest such weeping? What, may a heavy groan advantage thee? Why hast thou cast into eternal sleeping those eyes that taught all other eyes to see? Now nature cares not for thy mortal vigor, since her best work is ruined with thy rigor. Here, overcome, as one full of despair, she veiled her eyelids, who like sluices stopped the crystal tide that from her two cheeks fair in the sweet channel of her bosom dropped. But through the floodgates breaks the silver rain, and with his strong course opens them again. So the first three stanzas is her lamenting, and the last one is the narrator narrating. And what she's saying, she's very angry at death for taking him. She's like, you're supposed to take old people. You're not supposed to take young, beautiful people like Adonis. And she's like, if you would just listened to him, you would have found him so beautiful that you wouldn't need to take him. And like the destinies, the people who decide how long people get to live, they're telling you to take the old people, and you picked this beautiful flower in the beginning of its bloom. How dare you? And then it's maybe a little bit wrong that the third of these stanzas amuses me a little bit, but it does. She's trying to figure out death's justification for having taken Adonis, if death did take Adonis. She's like, what, like you drink tears and so you're making me cry? Is that what this is about? Or do good things happen to you when people are really sad? Like, why else would you have killed this beautiful, beautiful man that all of nature thinks is the most beautiful thing to ever exist? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And then in the last stanza, the narrator lets us know that she closes her eyes. She's, sobbing, weeping, and tears are streaming down her face. And she closes her eyes to try to stop it, but the tears break through, and she just continues to sob. And we're going to pick up with her sobbing her eyes out in tomorrow's stanzas. So I'll see you then. Mwah.